Alright, hello everyone, and once again we are in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, but this time I'm starting off by testing planes. We're not starting with career mode. And the first plane I want to test is the PMDG 737-600 in this case. And according to PMDG, it is not compatible with Flight Sim 2024, but I sort of want to see how not compatible it is. So we're gonna try it out. I just took the folders from my 2020 folder and plopped them in here. Now, of course, PMDG has an installer, so whether you can just grab the folders from the old game and put them in the new game, that's a good question mark. But anyway, we have a flight here from Fukuoka to Tokyo, and I actually have my livery on the plane. And we will see. I probably want it to be daytime. I'm starting on the ramp, so we are cold and dark, but I'll actually have to tell it to be cold and dark, but I'm not too sure I can tell it that I ought to be cold and dark, because the PMDG plane, well, this plane, you have to actually go into the FMC to tell it the state of the panel that you want. It also takes a little bit of I already tried flying it without cold and dark. I tried to bring it to the runway just to see that loaded up. It takes a long time to load this plane up, generally speaking, but that's not a surprise. There's a lot of functions with this plane, so we'll see what we actually get. That's bouncy. Well, it's a little bit slow right now, so I'll wait. Seems like it's still loading stuff. But also, they have added some of my old local legends and famous flyers into the game, and I wanted to see about that. So, okay, we are here. It's got that menu up for some reason. Let me just close that. Maybe I had that up when I last left the game. Obviously, we don't have any things to do on the walk around in this case, so I'll just shift C inside. Okay, well, things are sort of resetting, but again, to do cold and dark start, we need to actually tell the FMC that. So FS actions, oh no, it's PMDG setup, panel state load cold and dark. Okay, so now it's a cold and dark start, so that works. So there's that. Okay, so up here, we probably don't have a checklist or anything in here. Actually, even in the old plane, we didn't have the checklist in the sim. Oh, maybe we do. It even has the checklist. I swear it didn't even show me the checklist in the sim previously. But maybe I should see how much I remember. Pre-flight procedure, overhead. Well, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. But yeah, alright, let me just try and remember it from my flights with stuff like this all the time. Alright. So obviously the battery on. And ground power we should already have, but it doesn't say, so hold on. Maybe I need to tell the cart to be in here. Ground services, GPU cart, request, connecting. Well, there's a little cart there. Okay, so it's connected. And now it says ground power available on. Okay, and then we've got that stuff. It's on ground power up there. Okay. I really need the, this animated co-pilot that they have. Well, not PMDG, but I have the FS2 crew animated co-pilot, so that would be fun if that worked, but it doesn't right now. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say armed on that and close that, but we don't need to worry about too much. There is a procedure before starting the APU. I'm just gonna look at it. Oh, IRS. Back panel. I think this one likes me to hold it on a line for a little while. I don't know if it'll do it properly. We'll see. I think also it likes to be on APU before we actually do that, but we'll see that too. But it said off in nav there. Okay, the rest is fine. APU power, well, let's just... So actually it does have the APU power first. I hope the alignment works. As all the testing, I'm just gonna skip that. Tests. Okay. Suitable fuel pump. That one is suitable. But... okay, that's not low pressure anymore? Alright, good. Is it actually gonna start? Oh yeah, it is. Alright, good times. Can't hear it though. Thought we could hear it. Alright, it seems ready to go. Or no, it should show that it's available first. Then I'll click those. I think I hear it now. Okay, now we can. So, are we good? Unfortunately, all these displays are very faint. Release ground power. Not where I want it to be. Okay. Alright, so... hello, Will. I'm trying to start out the PMDG 737 in the hope that it actually works in the sim right now. This is the 737-600. I'm doing fine, how are you? I think the IRS is not gonna align. I always mess that up. Maybe if I... should I wait? I mean, that's always the thing. Should you wait and... let me see how long I've set the IRS. Let's see, options. Is it performance? No. Simulation. There's IRS options, yeah. Fast. It is on fast already. Probably should already be done then, if it was gonna be done. So I'm gonna try to reset it. I think it needs the APU on first, and then you do the IRS, so. Okay. Yeah, okay, guard closed. Yeah. Come on. Always with those tests. Okay, window heat on. Engine hydraulics, yeah. Science mode. Overwhelmed with the amount of science you get in stock. Yeah, yeah, you don't have to go very far to get all the science. Yeah, that happens. Welcome to stock. Okay, well, we just need to start the engine. The pack's already off. APU bleed can be on. These should be off. I can set the flight altitude now. I'm totally not going in order of stuff. This one doesn't have that trim switch. The later 737 does. And the one in the game does. Well, I'm just gonna try what I remember doing at this point. Okay. Before start procedure. Exterior door closed. We do have a forward entry light. Let's see. Aircraft, that's not how I close it apparently. This actions, doors, close door. Okay. Anti-collision on. Oh, I think it was already on the right thing. Okay, the packs are off. I just left them there. Okay, so normally we have to switch this and then go like that. Let's see. Am I getting... Okay, it seems like it's revving up. And I honestly don't care which one I do first, and I know that's heresy, but... sounding good to me. But we need the... I still haven't aligned the stupid... Here. Please align. Okay, we've got that one on. Ah, come on. Technically I should back out first and then start them up, but... Okay, well... You all the way on yet? No, that first one is. Sounds good. Probably that first. One of the games you want to see the code for? See the code for? Well, that's a lot. Explore how they do different things? Well, yeah, I understand that. Speed trim fail and mock trim fail. I don't want those lights on for now. Speed trim and fail and mock trim fail. I'm pretty sure that should be auto. We just need that in auto. These blue lights. I don't even like the blue lights on. But maybe that's because the IRS is still aligning, but it's supposed to only take 30 seconds. I don't know. Why is it taking forever to align the IRS? Maybe that's busted. So they said that the PMDG 737 doesn't work with this version, and I'm just wondering what part. And maybe that part. I mean, a lot of it is working otherwise, so... Does it have my flight plan already in there or not? It's optimistic. Probably not. Well, it hasn't even done the flight plan request. I don't know if... Yeah, that probably doesn't work. Clear, 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 clear. Yeah, I probably had to save the flight plan from the system in so that it can grab it, and it doesn't have anything to grab right now. Well, let's see if it can do the pushback. Oh, probably I want that still set for now. Okay, I accidentally crashed. Oh, you're doing this now. Hey, we were on the ground. Don't do that. I let go of the chocks and then we ran forward. Okay, no, restart. Well, the chocks work. Will restarting the flight work? Well, it's certainly not doing anything right now. I think it might be angry with me. Okay, let me see. Task manager. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Maybe it is another problem with the 737. It might get hung up when trying to restart. Completely lacked motivation to start it. Java is not my favorite one. Hey, when games become indecisive, we don't know whether it's still going or not. Yeah, well, I don't know if Flight Sim is still okay or not. That's for sure. I think in the interest of the stream, though, I'm gonna stop it and then restart it. But, so, some stuff seems to be working with the 737, but Should I go through it again or try a different plane? Yeah. Yeah, we might get stuck again. Alright. Well, so they tossed in a bunch of the local legends and famous flyers, so I'm just gonna fly the things that they've just added to see if they added it correctly. I already have one that's sort of suspicious because the name doesn't even appear properly. They had withheld it, it hadn't been in the sim before, but now they've allowed us to have it. It's the Caribou, the DHC-4 Caribou. But then the name isn't showing up right, so it's like, what were you holding it on to for then? Exactly. And I'll show you what I mean. Well, you get to see how long it takes for me to load. Modded KSP loads quicker? Depends on how modded. Mine's doesn't load up quicker. But anyway, don't be fooled by it suddenly jumps. It's one of those progress bars where it's already done by like 20%. See, now it's going super fast here. Yeah, it's one of those, so it lies. But they deliberately do that, apparently. It's like a psychological thing. Yeah, apparently if you make progress bars go like an even pace, people don't like that. See, it went really fast after it got past 17%. And so it's much faster than KSP, really. Okay, so we're gonna try all the other planes that they've added. Starting with this one. See, it says aircraft.ui manufacturer DHC4. Now, I didn't add that in. They added that in. And it wasn't here before. So they thought that this was alright. But then why didn't they fix the name? Well, you think you would rather they just told the truth, but the truth is maybe you would find that very disturbing. There's 3 of them? I don't know, is there 3 of them? 3 of what? No, there's 3 of them that have that problem, yeah. But I don't blame them for the other ones. These 2 are GKS ones, or ABS SimHD, and they're from the marketplace. Well, actually no, the MiG-21 I added in, so that's my fault. This one is from the marketplace, but it's not a famous flyer or local legend or anything like that. Oh, now it's fixed it. Okay, maybe I just needed to go to the default one, and now it's fixed it. Okay, let's maybe see what the situation is here. Okay, now you're fixed. No, now this says aircraft UI manufacturer. Come on. Okay, if I select this and go back, well, you're gonna be aircraft UI manufacturer. Now it says aircraft UI manufacturer. But if I go to the default one, well, we haven't decided whether plane works or not. So now I go to the default one, which still says aircraft UI manufacturer there. Now it says de Havilland. Okay. We have some information. Let's start in Vancouver. It seems like a very Canadian plane. I had wanted to fly this plane across Canada, actually. But we'll take it slow. We're just gonna see how it flies here. I'm not gonna go through the startup in this case. We're just gonna assess whether it's flyable. The DHC-4 Caribou has a very nice cockpit. It's got all the dials and everything. It's really fancy, but it hasn't loaded the seat textures yet. It's got these things in the back. It's like... it's real. it's got a very real feel to it with the throttle hanging like that. And it is one of the planes that sort of comes close to the tailspin plane with Baloo and all. Okay, well, let's see. It squeaked when I released the parking brake. Don't want to put the RPM in the red zone too early. Aisles galore indeed. There's even an emergency brake there. Got this huge tail. Does not turn quickly. So some people don't know about the aerodynamic changes, but honestly, so far I haven't seen any of the non-fly-by-wire planes fly like fly-by-wire planes, whereas that was a constant problem in Flight Sim 2020. CYZD, oh, that's the home of the Havilland Canada. Well, let's fly by those buildings over there. Well, this is Vancouver International, so... not... I mean, anybody who wants to fly out of it regularly probably wants some additional scenery for that. Engine's giving me an interesting hum. Yep, this is one of the nicer planes. Starbase? It depends on what you mean by is there. What they have is not a particularly good version of Starbase. It's got, like, in the place of the tower, launch tower, it's got a building. Just a generic, it's just got generic stuff. But sort of there. Yeah, but hopefully there's some. I mean, there's definitely some freeware scenery that can spruce it up a little bit. Those up ahead sort of look like photogrammetry, are they? The engines just have these pipes going out. The exhaust pipes are really industrial. Very industrial. Yeah, that's photogrammetry. It's still trying to load it though. They're not totally fixed yet. Is that tower supposed to be like that? Huh. Well, it seems to be handling very well, as expected. Where is that altimeter gauge pointing? That's 900 feet. Okay. Shouldn't it be like at 1,000 there? That thousand's hand isn't pointing at a number. For the group flight? What do you mean? And now it's pointing at 1. Maybe that's just how it is. Maybe it's just a little bit laggy. It takes its time pointing at the 1. And you know, I would expect it to be pointing more between 1 and 2 there. Let's see, but I think it's gonna end up at 2 properly. These are picky things. Yeah. When it gets to 2,000 feet, it's pointing at the 2 properly. Expanded during World War II by Royal Canadian Air Force, subsequently being renamed RCAF station. Okay. I've got a Thrustmaster Airbus Edition joystick, and then I've got a SciTech throttle quadrant. So it's just 3 levers for the throttle quadrant, so I don't use the throttle on the joystick. Bombardier Aviation, one of the companies whose aircraft is coming in MSFS, and then sold to the public sector. It's coming to MSFS? Is that a third-party payware thing, or is it supposed to be part of the game right now? I forget what the list was. You want a throttle quadrant? Yeah, it's helpful. And actually not too pricey. I'm gonna test some of the airplanes. Copy and paste. Oh, okay. Copying and pasting the info. I mean, do we have the Bombardier 415, or is that... Let's see. Well, it's not coming to me yet. But they haven't even given me my AEN 225 right now. Alright, so the Caribou works well enough. Now, I think that I already checked. It's this one, this Aeros 45 that had not actually popped up yet. Oh, it's a firefighting aircraft. Okay. Then why isn't it under Bombardier? Okay, well this is a... not Warsaw. Where the heck? Where are you? No. Come on, Czech Republic. Why can't I find you? Okay. Zoom out. There it is. So we'll try this one. Again, this plane that was supposed to be here at the start, but only popped up today. And so I'm suspicious. I want to know whether it works properly or not. In daylight. I'd like to know whether it works properly or not in daylight.
Rosine Tower, Oscar Kilo, Juliet Golf uniform ready at runway 24, departing straight out.
Well, there's no people inside, apparently. It's a ghost plane. So that's a flaw. If you got some location requests, I can do that. While I'm testing the planes, I can test them in various places. Oh, that's an interesting hangar over there. It's got some paint on. Oh, and yeah, there's photogrammetry here, apparently. Well, not on this side, though, but more photogrammetry. That's an optimistic speed dial. Floodlight. Hell. Okay, where's the city center around here? Still need more trim down. I'm at negative 23 already. Well, Prague looking good enough. This is very regimented sort of neighborhood here. Almost reminds me of Lego blocks, but could do with the color variations. They also sort of look like castle walls, the way they've got them. Which is sort of an interesting way to go. And then there's this tower here. That's like the motte or tower at the center of the castle. It just sort of reminds me of a castle somehow. In Bahir, India, in the National Wildlife Reserve, and you found some rhinoceros, and you were looking for tigers. Well, tigers are probably rarer, but congratulations on the rhinoceri or whatever. Animals are not so easy to find. So we're testing planes, and I'm flying this at Prague because it is a Czech plane, I believe, so felt it was appropriate. Oh, we've got the spinny dial there. And Prague is looking fine. And again, if you guys have any suggestions for places I should fly the next planes I'm testing, we can do that. I don't think any of the planes I'm testing would be great for looking at animals, though. This is an interesting neighborhood, too. They've got interesting neighborhoods here in Prague. Just structurally interesting. Shetland Islands. Yeah, we can do Shetland Islands. Let's see. Well, I don't know exactly. I don't recall exactly where the launch site is, though. Let's see. So, next. I haven't actually tried the air tractor. Let's see. Oh, they have the AN-225. I take it back. Well, we should fly that. Now I have that. So they're adding things. AN-225 would not be an easy plane to use for sightseeing, but... Okay. So, do you have any idea which airport? There's Shetland. Kirkwall. Sumburg. Was it close to Sumburg? Shetland launch site. Saxavord Spaceport. Where is that even showing me? Most northerly of the inhabited Shetland Islands. Okay, so it's actually here. This is the spaceport. I'm sort of giving it away though. But alright. That's not enough runway to take off with this. It occurs to me that none of these runways is going to be enough to take off with this. Probably not. Not even that. 6,000 feet? Maybe 6,000 feet would be good. Okay, how far is that? No, that's not too bad. Alright, let's go. Daylight though. VNPK to VANC. Alright, we can try that. Yeah, 161 nautical miles, so it's like depends on how we fly, but not too bad. And the AN 225 can do with some. Oh no, not this livery. No, this is unacceptable. We can't have the AN 225 in this color.
Wake Tower.
No, you don't.
Tower Antonov Romeo Alpha Alpha 4014 ready for west departure at runway tree 1.
I don't even want these liveries, the Xbox livery and all. No, that's the blue line one. Let's see, I want the... Guess that's fine too. Just the ultimate livery, if you will. You got rid of my flight. Lossy mouth. Oh no, we should probably start up here. Unst. Can I even get off the runway in 6,000 feet? We will see.
Wake Tower Antonov Romeo Alpha Alpha
I don't want the
4014 ready for departure to the west at runway
okay,
tree
it's gonna
1.
have to load everything though. This is not good. I was looking ahead of me and I went, that doesn't seem like a lot of runway. Why have they put me in the middle of the runway? It's not a very long runway either. Okay, we're gonna have to taxi a bit. The startup procedure is something special with this. I have done it before. But we'll save that for when I decide that it's flyable. I'm gonna have to go on the dirt. Let's face it, those taxiways were too small for this anyway. Throttle control. We're, I guess, maybe a little bit light. I guess we're pretty light, because that was no problem. I did use flaps though. And maybe I shouldn't retract those so soon. Our airspeed is only 148 right now. Now, come on, you gotta keep the cockpit loaded. There's no excuse for it to get fuzzy when I'm in exterior view. Whoa, okay, the trim is still very, very effective. Where are the little windows over there? You must be carrying like nothing in here. Well, this is all English stuff. Hold on. Let's check out the Cyrillic. Let me just preset the nose door movement speed to fast, because otherwise it's... Okay, there's Cyrillic. Otherwise it'll be painful. Okay, oh, that's an interesting view. There seems to be more than one that's for the pad for some reason. Super dark outside? Not here. I mean, it's a time zone problem. We're headed to the Shetland Islands to see if they have a launch site. They should have a rocket option for a payload. We could definitely fit a full orbital rocket in the bay. Finally, the AN-225 has made it. Wing launch. Yeah, and before that, the L-1011 had Pegasus, which is a similar thing. Or they could have the Buran shuttle for this. After all, the AN-225 was designed to carry that. Unfortunately, this is as close to your beloved C5 as we get satellite. They don't have the C5 Galaxy in here. They do have the C-17, I think. L-1011. L-1011. The Lockheed 3-engine jetliner. One of the three sort of original wide bodies, I would like to say. You know, there's the 747, the DC-10, and then the L-1011. Advert at a bad time. Yeah, that actually was the first rocket-carrying plane. Well, orbital rocket-carrying plane. And the rocket it carried was Pegasus. I think Orbital Sciences ran that operation. Now that one was all solid rocket motors, whereas the Virgin Galactic one was fancier. It had kerosene oxygen engines, liquid engines. Maps built for both options. Just need to place all the assets for the mission. Oh, wait, what mission are you talking about? I missed the mission. Carried an orbital spacecraft first. No, I said orbital rocket though. The space shuttle's missing a few pieces for that when the 747 carries it. Whoa, okay, the trim is... Yeah, it keeps having to refresh the cockpit every time we come in, though. Yep, we've got no cargo right now. Oh, tilting again. Hey, what maps are you building? What have you built? As we just follow the Shetland Islands out. Well, actually, these aren't the Shetlands. It's the next set that are, I think. Barnacles? Better question. Why do you have the cuts in the first place? Okay, maybe I should try the autopilot. Right, just for the sake of my sanity, let me change back to English. But I remember the autopilot in here is weird. You need to push certain things. I forget which mode it has to be in all the time. And then this is horrible, because it goes in the single digits and we need many meters. We're at 6,500. I don't... Can I... Okay, I can sort of move it faster if I drag like that. Makes a funny sound when I do that too. Balabaka, yeah, well, yeah. fine. Let's say that for now. Can I activate that? PC. That didn't do anything. I'll put light on. See if any of this does anything. Okay, no. Faster. You must go faster. Is the V app what I need to change? Because it doesn't seem like the right. Oh, it is changing the little notch on the dial. So let's see. Okay, now it's going back up. Okay. Fine. 500 kilometers per hour? Guess that's okay. It's still not actually accelerating. Where is it going? Okay, I don't know if I like this. It's going down. ER on. That's the master switch. Open. Whoa, that did something else. I don't think this is a good idea. But we're now in trouble. Okay. Oh gosh, this is not good. Okay, I think it's still fighting me. And we're gonna crash. No. Okay, it said some things, but I think it... Maybe I shouldn't do the autopilot after all. Let's just not do the autopilot. I think the autopilot might be trouble. Oh no, I think it's still in control. I'm turning the opposite way. No, stop. Stop that. Okay. This is gonna be one of those Groundhog Day things, isn't it? Maybe that was a stall. Okay. Careful, careful. Oh, you've got me going the wrong way now. Oh, maybe I just flipped over. Who knew this was gonna be so hard? Yep, I don't totally understand the autopilot in this thing. I remember somebody explaining it to me, but clearly I have not retained that knowledge. I just want, maybe the vertical mode button is the most important thing. I don't know if I need the H3 part. What is that? Vertical hold button, vertical mode button. Well, first, let's be more vertical. Navig, maybe? Anyway, vertical hold. Okay, that's like that. I think that means it's on, but then the light doesn't show on here. That didn't toggle that. That's too much pitch. It's not changing the pitch. Okay, that's not good. No, no, now you're going down. No, don't do that. No, auto throttle doesn't work like that. Vertical? No, that light doesn't pop up either. Diver accident network. Your symptoms of extreme itching are consistent with material found from the barnacles still being in the wound. You. Yeah, that's is not vertical speed. That's the altitude. I'm pretty sure. It says AP altitude set knob. That's the altitude. Oh gosh, we're turning like crazy and going down again. That's the altitude set knob, but it doesn't really want to go there right now. And then this one is presumably the vertical speed set, but it doesn't really control anything right now. I don't even know if the autopilot's on specifically. Oh, now it's doing bad things. Okay, I'm trying to turn right. Oh wait, it's probably stalled. No, it's not stalled. Yeah, it's not stalled and it's trying to crash me again. Okay. Stop. I feel like it's trimmed all the way in one direction and it's stuck there. No, whatever that is, that isn't good enough. Well, I'm crashed. I don't know. Okay, it's a losing proposition trying to get the autopilot on. Yeah, well, it started me too low for me to actually break out of this. Okay, maybe I can barely. We were like 100 feet above ground right there. Way to go, starting me in a dive game. That's helpful. Now at least we're in the right direction. Okay, no more autopilot. I'll have to read up how the heck that thing works. Even in English, it's impossible. Well, WebMD would not know so much about dive stuff. That is peculiar stuff you've got there. Well, lots to relearn about this plane. Well, it takes a lot of money. I mean, this is a very expensive plane. So I don't know whether they have enough to do that yet or not. Coral and barnacle scrapes are some of the most common dive injuries, so okay. And of course, the country responsible for the plane is rather busy at the moment. There's that too. I wish one thing that told me is how much of my cache, you know, the 100 gigabytes that I have, the rolling cache, it's actually using. That would be an interesting thing to know. But we do not have that information, and we didn't have that in Flight Sim 2020 either. I want to know rolling cache utilization. Just so I know whether I need to make it bigger or not. Other games may need to go on the chopping block, but I'm willing to do that. Barnacles. Fire coral buddies. Well, I think that's the Shetland Island up ahead. Or islands. So we're trying to check out the spaceport at the northern end of the Shetland Islands. Sort of cozy, but I prefer flying the Caribou actually. It's got plenty of dials, plenty of flick switches, lots to do. Maybe not the best view mappings. Well, this one's helpful, but this is like the only one for the back panel. No, this one. So shift 2 is for the engineer panel, and then shift 0. But then we got 2 for the pads, which I don't really need. I only need 1 for the pads. No, I probably shouldn't. Let me not do the autopilot again. Stop turning. That was good enough. Whoa. Other way. A400? Yeah, well, you know, I don't like the glass cockpit that much. That's the glass cockpit one, right? Or am I misremembering? Yeah, I know it's the propeller Airbus. I flew it. That was the one I went and ended up seeing my first animals in the game with. And then I switched to the trike to get a closer look at them. Yeah. I mean, that's the closest we were gonna get to a C-130 for a while. But yep. It doesn't have the gritty charm of the gauge cockpit, the steam gauge cockpits. Well, we don't need to climb too much more. We're gonna want to descend to see the thing anyway. $152 and Beaver, yeah. I do like the Cessna 404, it also has the steam gauges. Yeah, the Goose. Still hope somebody makes the PBY Catalina, which is amphibious. It's slow though. Not the fastest plane ever. They didn't make it for Flight Sim 2020, so I was disappointed. Yeah, I tried the 404. It's amazing how much redundant instrumentation there is. I mean, there's two vertical speed indicators right next to each other basically, and two altimeters stacked one right on top of the other. Well, we better slow down there. Oh, maybe don't go down like that. That's definitely overspeed. Well, I practically just said that my first priority for the game was getting the rest of my planes, and voila, on the same day that I posted that video, here are a chunk of my planes. The AN-225 being the most prominent of the missing planes, I think. It's going fine, little. They've given me more planes. Some of the missing planes have appeared. So as you can see, I'm testing the AN-225. Every time I come into the cockpit, the panels are fuzzy first and then straighten themselves out. I've forgotten how to use the autopilot once again. It's a weird autopilot. We're checking out the Shetland Islands and in particular the launch site at the northern end of them. And then we have some airports recommended by Clueless God to try out for a scenic flight. Probably a more severe angle than this plane is accustomed to descending at. Nope, and it's going too fast now. Landing challenge? Well, we'll see. It depends on the plane. We are not gonna land this. There's no airfield near here that can take this. Lukla is a special place. Oh, the descent for the plane, feet per minute. Oh yeah. No, we're descending much quicker. Yeah, but we're testing planes that were just added, so I want to see those. We'll see if there's anything. I don't know. I haven't flown the PC-6 in here. Maybe. Anyway, Everest is overrated. Everest is overrated. What's so special? Just tall. You can barely tell it apart from the other mountains around it. Well, I don't. It doesn't look much like a launch complex. There's stuff around here, but it doesn't look much like a launch complex. There's the Shetland Islands. There's supposed to be the Shetland spaceport. No, Scotland. And this is where RPA, or RFA, sorry, RFA did their stuff at. Have been doing their stuff at. Okay, anyway, I'm satisfied for now with the AN-225. We'll see. Next plane. Okay, they've got... Oh, there's the stagger wing. Well, that'd be sort of an unconventional thing to try in Nepal. It should be able to handle stuff. Not really much of a landing challenge with it. Think. But now we want to go to Lukla instead. You know, there's a much nicer airport right here. What is this airport? So there's this airport. But then there's this airport right here, but it's not giving me the opportunity to select it. Yeah, Rocket Lab is similar to that idea. Oh, I love how the path is going through mountains. That's good. Okay, no, I didn't want custom. Okay, well. No, that's to Lukla. That's 158 nautical miles though. That's a lot. I mean, with this plane, that's an hour. So we'll need something faster and probably more challenging to land anyway. We'll save those for later. I didn't actually try the 307 or the 707 yet, but landing a 707 on Lukla is probably too much. Probably. The Dornier DOX has just been added. Oh, well, I mean, DO31 might be just the thing. Let's see how that's working out. That's almost cheating, though. But I won't try to land it vertically. They've done a great job. I'll be the judge of that. I don't know about that.
Tower 9er November, November Whiskey Juliet at runway 22 ready for departure, south departure.
Form a vertical takeoff. You will need to assign the throttle axis to control the vertical lift engines. Yeah, okay, well, I'm not gonna do the vertical lift off. It's not working right. See how the instruments are chopped? Look at how choppy those are. It's got the same problem as the Concorde. I had shown that before, that the Concorde had this choppy in the cockpit problem. And you even can hear it in the sounds that it makes. Just watch, all the dials will be choppy. I don't think I can fly this very well when it's like this. So they've given us this one, but it's not working right. Okay, maybe I need vertical takeoff engines after all. Okay. I can't get off the ground. I can't get off the ground. No! Ooh. Okay, well, it's starting me in the air. Okay, well, no, let's not do that. It's and then sound is annoying too. Yeah, it sounds like the variometer in the gliders. So that's a bust. That's the first definitely not working one. Oh, now there's a F-111 there too. Ford tri-motor with skis. Oh, let's try the GB. But not that livery. This is going to be bad. I don't know, Satellite. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on YouTube. Oh, come on. Give me my flight path back. No, you don't even have it in there. Okay. VN. What was it? PK, was it? Yeah, PK. Yes. Very unique aircraft. Very dangerous aircraft. It's an aircraft built
Tower
around an
GB
engine.
9er November, Victor Juliet, Mike ready for south departure.
There's the
runway
A-10,
22.
which is an aircraft built around the gun. This aircraft was built around the engine. Look at its wings. You can see its wings like that from here. I mean, what can wings do to it? Oh god, the torque! The torque! It's going me into the trees! Oh gosh! Eek! Eek! Yeah, no! Don't go to the trees! Don't go to the trees! Oh gosh! Ooh! No, I wanna take off with you. We're going to do this right. Come on.
Tower GB 9er November, Victor Juliet, Mike ready at runway 22 south departure.
probably have some rudder trim on. Oh, now it's going the other way. No! No! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa. Okay, go up, go up, go up! Oh, okay, it's not... It's... Okay, I think it's going up now. It's really banging in there. Well, I guess that was the leftover rotation from the wheels. I don't like the boxes, but we need to have this. Okay. Fine. Well, we've also got map up there. Okay, this is the perfect plane to be flying around here. Can't do a loop? No. Hold on. Let me try from in here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'll keep going. It's not the prettiest loop. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Come on, no. You have to make me do a loop. And I think something about the huge amount of drag its engine causes. Well, it at least stalled going the correct way, but yeah, no. This tiny excuse for a horizontal stabilizer and tiny excuse for a wing versus the huge landing gear and engine. I mean, it's not. If I started up higher and there was more ground clearance, it would have been alright. But we started off too low. It could make it under the right circumstances. But this is a racing plane, not an aerobatic plane, that's for sure. I am the horizontal stabilizer? No, I've got a horizontal stabilizer. I am the vertical stabilizer, that's for sure. I'm part of that business. Where's my plane icon? I'm just a dot? It doesn't even give me a plane thing? Fine. It's a real plane! This is not fake, it was a real thing. People who think that they know what planes should look like. Ha! If only it wasn't so dangerous to fly, it might be a fun thing to fly around the world, but... just taking off with it is a pain. Well, all plane drawings are real in some universe or another. I don't know, they've covered it in trees, but the actual textures that they've got are still pretty meh. Around here. I don't know if it's supposed to have this many trees. It feels a lot roomier in here than it looks. It looks like I wouldn't be able to turn my head, to be honest. Is what it looks like there. It's quite a wooded area on the satellite imagery. Well, fine then. And they're allowed, I suppose. Seeing the plane icon is important because then I know which way I'm turned. Oh well. But I've got the thing in the upper left corner. Yeah, you don't see your body in the cockpit view. Thankfully. Because we'd be clipped into it. I guess we should keep an eye out for random animals. There's something that about those vehicles. Oh, that's the airspeed's too high. There are vehicles driving very much off-road there. Any animals down there? I don't see any. Oh, there were. Were those hippos? Oh, those are horses, maybe? Horses. We saw horses, I think. Something like that. They had 4 legs. Splintering rivers between the lush greener trees. That's where he found them. Oh, I think there's some more critters over there. Oh, wait. They seem to go. I don't know what those were. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I didn't want to get that close. I didn't want to get that close. Oh, shoot. Well, great. Oh, it always starts me like stalled. What's the good of back on track if you guys... Oh, right. Start me headed straight into the cliffside. That's fine. No. No, don't start me headed into the cliffside. Ah. Okay, this is better. No. Go. Move. And it starts also with the throttle not fully out. Okay, enough of that Groundhog Day thing. Any idea what those critters were, though? They seem to disappear on us, though. Oh, was that overspeed? Oh, I guess I was overspeed. Maybe. Told you it was a dangerous plane. No. That's my fault. Maybe this river looks like it ought to have hippos. Oh, I have a Discord, yeah. Hold on, I mean, I'm not in a fit position to share the link. Let me put it that way. I'm Tyler Ray's on Discord. If you can just sort of message me. Because I don't actually know how to whisper something on YouTube. I don't know how to send a private message through this chat, so. I don't want every bot that might eventually see this video to get that link. I do want to organically find them. Organically finding them is fine. I mean, but there's a world full of them, so it's not bad to also get coordinates sometimes. Your what? VFL 14158G Adam. Okay. That's something. Still got ways to go. Oh, you only have Discord for the group flight, so okay. I think the first reason I had Discord was for World of Warships coordination. Way back when. Yep, another wall of mountain in front of us. Used to be good, but there's too much. I mean, it used to be much simpler, let's put it that way. Actually, I got into it originally because of their Halloween specials where they had space battleships and stuff. Got suckered in by the Halloween theme version, but yeah, I mean it's at least less grindy than War Thunder. But these days I don't know what it's like. It's been many years since I played it. Yeah, it's similar to what War Thunder does. But it's less grindy than War Thunder. Definite critters there. Those sort of look like cows. Get to companies, career gets more engaging. Oh, and this, you mean? I'm flying over Nepal. We're headed to Lukla. And we're just sightseeing and seeing the animals, but I'm also testing this plane which just got added. This is one of the, I guess it's a famous flyer? I forget whether it was local legend or famous flyer, but anyway. It had not been available before, but now it is. The GB. Career's interesting, but affording planes is tough. And there's a limit to how much I want to do in a Cessna. Very thick plane, yeah. The thickest, if you will. A plane built around an engine. I wonder if this engine can take the altitudes, though. It's not feeling like it can. We're facing quite a lot of mountain in front of me. I'm gonna try and... Oh, this is not a good idea. Oh no! Wait. No, it's gonna constantly kill me. Oh, wait. I was so close to exiting the aircraft. And it always starts me without the engine running. Okay. Now it's giving me some height, that's good. Uh-oh. Maybe not enough height? Well, if the sim actually does give me a boost, it's okay. But maybe I shouldn't, like, lose height. I think we should stop hugging the ground and looking for animals now. Fly too high without pressurization? Well, we definitely need to test that. I definitely don't have pressurization in here. Pretty darn sure. So we better see if we can pass out. We're not really halfway there yet. Ground speed. Guess it's not too bad. I wish this tablet actually had the wind direction. Yeah, I normally remembered 12,000, but we'll see what happens here. We're at 10,300 and climbing. Will it actually simulate that? Sometimes it's on a plane-by-plane basis, so let's see how consistent they are. Let's see if it can get to that altitude. Takes time to pass out. Oh, we'll give it time. 11,000 feet. I've got nothing better to do on this flight than pass out. Might be off by default in free flight. Well, let's not waste time. Let's check. I mean, would that be under assistances? I mean, I should have all the... I've got G effect, but I mean, I don't see anything about passing out, to be honest. So, where would it be? It doesn't say anything about that realism. Got G suit, but that's separate. It's not really accessibility. Well, let's see. It's not. It doesn't seem to be an option, I don't think. I mean, I know certainly X-Plane had passing out when you were in an unpressurized cockpit. I haven't had that a whole lot in Flight Sim 2020. Wish they'd just make you pass out like from G-forces, though, so that you could recover as well. I'd rather not have it just be a crash message. But in this case, the crash message would just have you start again and pop up. It'll just reset you. Now, if the plane can get to such altitudes, of course. Brave little GB is past 12,000. Only career mode. No, there's a lot of things that are only career mode, that's true. Like, they're not gonna bother about your taxi speed in the free flight. So yeah. But they're supposed to have pressurization as a thing. That should be a feature in general. That there's no reason for it not to be a thing. But I don't know. Well, we are testing it. 14,000. Now we're halfway. And how fast are we going? 212 only. Generally surprised. Well, if you put enough power, you know. It's all about powering through here. The goal of this mission. There was a goal? What? We're just trying to get to Lucklow over there. The goal is to test things. We are testing things. I don't know, the textures look pretty bad on those mountains. I don't have much more room on the mixture lever. Mixture is now very lean. Yes, we're also judging the scenery here in Nepal, and yeah, these mountains suck. Those mountains in front of us do not look good. Oh, I forgot to... I have a Himalaya mesh from Orbix in Flight Sim 2020. I should make sure to put that in here. The area definitely needs it. I have a Himalaya mesh, South American mesh. Probably we still need those things. Well, maybe it's loading some extra textures here. Maybe not, I don't know. Massive trees in cities. Well, I got the Bijan Hibashi tree pack update. If you already had the old version, you can go through a whole sequence of updates to get the one for Flight Sim 2024. I'll have a video about that later. And it gets rid of some of the big trees. Like there was a giant tree in Tokyo and Vancouver that it got rid of. So that's one way of getting it cleaned up. But it's probably not worth the price unless you already had it for Flight Sim 2020, and in which case you can just go through whatever upgrades you don't already have. Loading of textures, yeah. But I mean, the textures were always in the cloud to some extent. I think these are just the best they've bothered to get for Nepal, to be honest. Because elsewhere, I get better textures. I think this is just all they've got. Or they don't prioritize this area. Which would be a shame. We're not at airliner altitudes, we're at 17,000 feet. It has a very decisive snow line, by the way. That is a snow line. Eye of Africa is stunning. I had been meaning to visit it in Flight Sim 2020. After, Grand Tour, they visited it. Or, well, sort of jokingly visited it. So I wanted to fly over it, but I hadn't gotten to that yet. I don't think I'm getting too much higher than this. But I also don't think it's got the pressurization thing as a detriment right now. Always eager to see if the plane's ready to kill me, you know. You tell me there might be mortal peril, I jump to it. Yeah, we're losing airspeed a lot trying to climb here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe snow lines are like that, but I feel like there are other dynamic things going on to determine whether the snow ends up there. I'm not sure. I haven't really taken a look at mountains in that respect in real life. Landing this at Lukla should be interesting since I can barely take off with it or ground handle it at all. Runoffs, yeah, I was thinking about that sort of thing. Even on the map, there's this area of fuzziness. There's a fuzzy bunch on the map there. And it's not going away. Well, no, it's still pretty fuzzy when we zoom in. I don't know, but I would assume it would still be Bing. After all, it is Microsoft. They're not gonna stoop to get it from Google. That would undermine their thing, but I'm not sure. I would be admitting that a competitor was better, so I sort of doubt it. Does this have a little rudder knob somewhere? That's just a door, isn't it? Well, I don't think it has a rudder trim knob. To be honest, I don't know where it has any trim knob. Yep, that's not, those are not what those are. It's like trim, do you think this needs to trim? It's not that kind of plane. Well, of course, we've got trim for our benefit, but it might genuinely not have had. Long flight with the GB. Even though it's not an aerobatic plane as such, it does have a G meter that's quite impressive. Going up to 12G there. Actually on my first flight with the GB, I actually flew it at like its full range, like 600 nautical miles. I wanted to see whether it could potentially do a flight around the world, so I flew it from Canada to Greenland just to make sure that it could do that part of it. So this isn't even the longest flight I've done with it, but it's about 3 hours. It's actually pretty good on fuel. I mean, we're only at 42% right now after all the flying. Yeah, a mesh would definitely make this look better. Well, the Beaver, yeah. Well, the Beaver, this is a racing plane. I mean, it's much faster than the Beaver. No, actually not that much faster, but a little more about it. Yeah. Well, at least we're in a scenic location. It could be more scenic, though. I'm glad I'm getting a record of this so that I can compare it once I add the mesh in to see whether the mesh is actually working. Well, the range is getting a little bit more formidable here. We have to dip down to Lukla anyway, though. Well, hopefully the rest of India looks better. I mean, India looks better. There's Nepal. I haven't even seen India at this point. Can we find some snow leopards or something? Great Rivers tour? Well, there are plenty of tours that can be done. I don't know if it's the premise that will keep people engaged, though. That is the question. To be honest, what I need to do is come up with like a script. You know, I mean, a tour guide actually has basically a script in mind of what they're gonna say about everything. I need to be a more proper tour guide if I'm gonna do that kind of tour. I'll have to... Maybe I should get, like, ChatGPT to tell me what to say. That'd be horrible, but at least it won't be with an AI voice. You know. Plus side. At least it'll be my voice, just it's an AI script. I mean, I don't know everything about all these places, so I can't come up with all of it. I'd probably write it off of Wikipedia anyway. Okay, Lukla time, like that. Okay, so Lukla's over here. There it is. I'm not gonna bother with the approach they have. It doesn't look as bad as I remember it as far as the upslope is concerned. I thought it had a much bigger upslope. I swear in every sim, every subsequent sim they have Lukla being milder and milder. Just talk when hosting your flights? Sounds like a good idea. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I don't think I can slow down enough like this. But I better not slow down too much. Just wobbling a lot. Well, maybe we will do that pattern after all. Sort of. Whoa. Oh, no way. Oh gosh. Oh fudge. Oh no. Well, I knew this was gonna be interesting. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do a go around at Lukla. But it wasn't like I was properly landing there, so... Uh... Where even is it? Okay. Okay, maybe external view is not such a good idea here. I need more of an approach. Let me just go down the valley here. This tight turn approach is just not good for me. Okay, I can't go up like that. Okay, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Uh-oh. No, we're gonna have to go the other way. I wish it wouldn't accelerate so much sometimes. You go down a little bit and suddenly it becomes really fast. Oh shoot, that is not the place I want to point at. Is it over there somewhere? Okay, there it is. Oh, I'm too low now. That's a change. Oh boy. Aww. Oh no, not 100 deaths at Lukla. No, not that. No, stop game. No. Oh, now I've done it. Okay, maybe this isn't survivable. No, it's still not. Come on, come on. No. Aw, come on. Now, can I survive, please? Okay. Okay, okay. This plane. Okay, where's Lukla now? It's there. Maybe coming around from this direction is better. Really need track IR for this particular thing. Okay, I want to kill speed here. Okay. Oh, no, it's stalled. Ah. It stalls in the darndest ways too sometimes. Okay, no, please. Yeah, it's stalled already. Just watch, he'll at some point start me on the runway instead. I can't survive this either. No, come on! They need a bailout option. Okay, this is okay. Or not. No, I'm still stalling. Oh, fudge. Somewhere else? Somewhere else? Okay, maybe... Okay, I can do this one. Oh yeah, I'm back on track, it says. Okay, no, let's wait. Y key slew mode? I'm not gonna slew mode on this one. But anyway, I don't have enough time, generally speaking. No, I don't know. I don't use slew mode. Except for one time with the car. Or was it the car or the truck? I forget. I think it was the car. I don't usually use that. Where the heck is even the runway? I can never see it. Oh, there it is. Shoot. Well, this is not a good thing to do. And I can't even see the speedometer, so I'm gonna die. Okay, I've had enough of luck, Clueless. Well, at least with this plane. This plane is not good for this. I've decided this. This is an important finding. No, that's not where the airport is. Oh, it's gonna kill me again. Maybe I should flee. There's gotta be a way. Coming in from the south might be nicer. Well, I mean, the GB is the thing you crashed. It's what it's good at. Where the heck is the runway again? Oh, it's like that, right? Okay. Well, don't worry, I know when I'm stalling because the whole plane shakes. It's not subtle about that. I can't go around this way. Shoot. Okay. Maybe in this direction I can better line up with the runway. It's over there, right? Okay, I think coming in from the south is better. I don't think I can stop though. Oh fudge. Oh fudge. Okay, well the go around's not gonna work this time. Okay, I've had enough. No, no more, no more. I give up. Okay. That's too hard. That's too hard. What airplanes do we have now? Still the DOX exists. Yeah, that go around wasn't happening. There's the goose. Now, where's the other huge, whatchamacallit, seaplane? Ah, there. Oh no, but that they already had. The Latico where they had already. P-17 was already here. A bunch of the P-51s and variants. Sky Rascal. I haven't tested the F-104 to see if it works in here. Okay, so not any more planes, I think. Well, let's try this one. Let's say we fly it, and this is just one I put in. So you were in Bihar. Well, let's just see around here. Oh, that's too small. That's too small. Okay. Well, let me just make sure that the livery is a nice livery. The GB, it's not really safe to fly into Lukla with a GB. GB's complicated. So there's the SimSkunk Works F-104G. Well, it was a challenge. Now that was a landing challenge. The P6 would not have been a landing challenge. That's easy. I definitely did not know whether I could land the GB there, and yeah.
Putna Tower, NASA, Romeo Alpha
Oh,
Alpha
whoa, hold on.
4014, ready at runway 25, departing straight out.
How do I access the pad? Okay, okay. It doesn't seem to understand parking brakes here. Let me just do the things that we have to do. By now I don't have the tank situation right, but... Okay, better. And then the trim. Okay. Here we go. Not really a sightseeing plane, but probably better that I don't have the tanks on. Interesting squeaks it has. Well, it flies. I'm not too sure about this tree cover. Not sure. Ground textures are still basically what they used to be. The river, the coastline of the river is still sort of boxy, straight lines all over the place. I don't know, can I bring up the kneeboard somehow? Just wanted to see if I can. It's like that. For some reason that turns my head down. That's not exactly what that used to do, but okay. I think the plane flies better than it used to. I want to see. Let me bring this up. Plane. Aircraft information doesn't even pop up here. I can't click on it. But yes. Let me just say, okay, now it has the left and right. Does it actually have those tanks? No. Doesn't have those tanks. Yeah, it didn't actually. Well, I think I have to confirm that though. Load in aircraft. There we go. No, it doesn't have those external tanks. It doesn't show the external tanks, but it actually has the fuel in. But then it probably doesn't have the. It probably doesn't have the drag of the tanks. No, this plane has a special kneeboard. I don't know if that. Yeah, that's not gonna be in this menu. This plane has a particular kneeboard, and that kneeboard lets you load the tanks so that they apply the drag properly. Well, anyway, let's try and go higher, but. And see how fast we can go. Plane still has 2 plumes for some reason. Afterburner on. For some reason I'm on a really small wing thing today with the GB and this. Both having wings that look like they don't have enough area to keep the plane flying, but here we are. Well, yeah. They actually installed a rocket engine on one at one point. Yeah, they put it in the tail. It had the normal jet engine, but then they put a little rocket engine in the tail so it could go higher. That was the one that, in the beginning of the right stuff, Chuck Yeager was flying when he crashed. Yeah, I can't really see stuff very well out there. No, not a whole lot around here. I don't know what you're talking about, Luke. I forget, it was the NF-104 or F-104N, something like that, with the rocket engine. Thing is, we're not really carrying the pylon tanks, but I don't know, it feels heavy. Sure feels heavy enough. No, I don't really want to pass the speed of sound yet. We're too heavy for that. And we're also not high enough. Well, I guess we're going this way. I guess Burma, Thailand, or Myanmar. Something like that. Please don't go down yet. We're not at that part. We'll exhaust the pylon tanks first and then try to break the sound barrier. Oh, clicking those does not do what it used to do. Well, in that case, let me see if the external tank jettison works. Okay, that worked. Okay, so we should be only on internal fuel now. So we dumped the external tanks. Well, let's break the sound barrier then. reach Lukla. We could reach Lukla, but I don't want to land this at Lukla either. No, it's not possible to bomb anything or shoot anything down in this game. This is not a combat game. For that, there's IL-2 Stromovic or War Thunder or DCS World. Oh, no, no problems, Clueless. Yeah. I appreciate the thought. Are we past the speed of sound? I don't know if this does the speed of sound thing up front. We did not convincingly pass the speed of sound there. Well, this might be stickier than in the previous version in 2020. I'm not actually seeing it break the sound barrier. Even on a dive. With the afterburner on and no tanks on. Well, we know it has some problems because the kneeboard's not popping up either. Maybe it's just a little bit above the speed of sound there, but yeah, it's definitely struggling on that in a way that probably shouldn't. Hello, Beast Boy. Just trying out the F104 by SimSkunkWorks, but it's even harder to get to go past the speed of sound than it was in the previous version. So it seems to handle better low down, but it's not as supersonic as it needs to be. Come on. I started at 40,000 feet to plunge down. Now I'm really trying to get it to... Well, it looks like it's past Mach 1 now. But considering we have no tanks on, that was harder than it needed to be. And we've gone to like 23,000 feet. But at least we're past Mach 1 now. Okay, back up we go. Okay. Oh, no, don't go down though. We're at 40,000 feet now. Mach 1.4-ish. come on, keep going up. Up to Mach 1.6 now, though. But it's shaky. Yeah, it turns very, very slowly. Scenery's... I don't know what to think about the scenery, honestly. I'll need a side-by-side comparison with Flight Sim 2020 to be sure. At this side, I don't think there's anything impressive about it. But it might be just the lighting. Well, we're not getting too much faster. As we get lighter, we might get faster, but Mach 1. Basically Mach 1.7 right now. Let me just check the autopilot. This is dangerous, though. $47,000 feet. Okay, well, it's not too bad. Mach 1.7 and maybe climbing a little bit, but probably not that fast. Not gonna get to Mach 2 or anything. Okay, well, I'll stay in here as we complete the stream. It's been 3 hours. I think I've done enough damage. Crashed the GB many times. I don't know what's going on with the horizon there. Is that outside as well? No. That's just inside the cockpit. There's some sort of horizon issue right there. So that's a separate thing in this plane because of the cockpit. But not when I zoom like this. Here it's fine. It's only when I zoom closer something else happens there. Oh, I guess it sort of happens outside as well. So that's peculiar. Alright, so wrapping it up here for today. I'll say thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.